Vlogmas day 11. I come to you from a space that you haven't seen in a while, and honestly, I haven't seen in a while either, the office. This has been a storage space, crafting closet, kind of just mess for the last 2 months. Months holding ornaments, tinsel, Christmas trees, projects, DIY supplies, anything you can imagine it has been in this room, but I finally cleaned it out and I would really like to use it for the holiday party this weekend. But as with any other part of my apartment, it needs to be decorated. I'm not gonna do anything crazy in here. I do have my pink Christmas tree from last year that I'm gonna set up again. The only thing is, I don't have any ornaments because I put all my ornaments on my living room tree. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I might just throw a bunch of tinsel on it and call it a day because it is a pink tree and it's very cute. But we'll see what happens kind of as it goes along. And then I also have some paper stars that I want to hang up. Mostly this room, I just want it to be as clear as possible so I can put chairs in here and people can kind of hang out in here during the party and have an extra space. So to start the day out, I'm just going to get my pink Christmas tree down from above the closets, fluff it out a little bit because I think it's not looking so good. It's been crammed up there for the last year, and set it up and then just kind of see what I have laying around that maybe we can use as decoration. Said it before and I will say it again a million times. I hate having to fluff out fake Christmas trees. This is like the worst feeling in the world to me. The feeling of the bristles on my skin is the equivalent to nails on the chalkboard. Luckily this is a pretty small tree. I think it's only 4 or 5 feet tall, so it's only 2 pieces. But still, it was really squeezed in that closet. Like, I crammed it in there. I am an expert in fitting things and storing things in small spaces. I think it runs in my family because we always had a very maximalist house growing up, just like a different aesthetic, and we had a lot of things, and somehow it worked. So I just learned how to make it work, but doing it in a New York City apartment is a whole nother beast. I think this year I might end up having to get a storage unit at the end of the holiday season, which I've held off of in the last couple of years, but I think this year might be the year that breaks me just because I have this new tree that I really don't know where I'm gonna put. I really have no idea. And that might be what does it for me. We'll talk more at the end of the month / January about that. Can't be bothered with it right now. Fluffed the tree as much as I possibly can. Honestly, it's still looking a little wonky. I think as I put things on it, I'm just gonna have to go through and do it. But when I tell you this tree was literally like as skinny as possible above my cabinet, she needs some time. We all need a little bit of time. And now for decorations, I've been trying to decide what I want to do. Last year this tree was pink and green, but as I said before, all the ornaments now live on my living room tree. So I was trying to decide what I want to do. I was thinking maybe I would just do the tree all pink, do tinsel, and then leave it at that, because I kind of just want to use everything that I have left over. I don't want to buy anything new. But then that just didn't seem like enough for me. So I was looking at all of the bows that I have left over, because I have quite a few. And I was thinking, what if I just pull from the wallpaper all of the flower colors and just drench this tree in bows? So I'm gonna try it and see how it looks, because there's no harm in trying. I mean, I have all the bows, I'm not buying anything new. I'm just gonna see how many I have and how far it takes me. I have red bows, I have orange bows, I have pink and green and blue, and we're just gonna cover this tree in bows to the point where you're like not even gonna be able to see the tree anymore, and see how it looks. And if it looks bad, we'll take it down, and if it looks good, we'll leave it up. And that sounds like a game plan to me. I love a good experiment. So let's give it a try and see. I think this will look cool. I do. That is my executive decision. I do think if I just put tons of bows on, it will look cool. I'm also making these little DIY bows out of this thin tinsel that I have just to add some sparkle in, and I think it looks really, really cute. We're leaving the tree for the day. It definitely needs more bows, more tinsel, just a little bit extra. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for anything else I should add to it. I think she's cute, but she needs a little more something, and I need a tree topper. I have to see if I have an extra one laying around somewhere. But I do love her. She's very sweet. Just need to finish this tomorrow. You guys, putting those bows on the tree was actually a lot more time consuming than I expected it to be. When I first started doing it, I was like, is this a cop-out? Is this an easy design? And it kind of is at the end of the day. But once I got a third of the way done, I realized it was gonna take me a really, really long time. It took me like a few hours. You're like hunched over, you're kneeling, you're in like awkward positions, but I really like how it looks. I think it's really, really cute. I'm really excited. Now I wanted to give you guys a little haul of the things that I bought in France before I start putting everything away and hanging the ornaments on the tree and stuff. I didn't get that much. I tried to be very careful about what I bought and just get things that I really, really liked or things that I needed. Sometimes when I go on trips, I get excited and I buy stuff and then I like don't end up using it. But this time I tried to be very mindful, have a purpose for everything, and I did a pretty good job. I got like half Christmas stuff, half regular stuff, and then I got a lot of food too, which I'm not gonna bother showing because I feel like I showed you guys already, and home decor stuff is definitely more interesting to me. First, we'll start off with what I got at Fleur. So this was a store that had like 3 locations in Le Marais. And if you like kitschy home decor or anything fun or colorful or unique, you definitely need to check this place out. It was one of my favorite places that I went to in Paris. And you could definitely spend a few hours just going in and out of all their stores. And they all seem to have different themes. Like the one that I got the garlands in was definitely more like vintagey, like old world vibe, and then there was some that were like more modern dopamine decor kind of vibe, and then they had handmade ceramics and clothes and stuff, a little bit of everything, and I really, really enjoyed it. So for the garlands, they're all by this brand called Mamelock, not sure, M-A-M-E-L-O-K, made in England, and they had 3 different garlands to choose from, and I was going back and forth trying to decide which one to get, and I just ended up buying all of them. I love a garland, and I will always find somewhere to put them, and they're just nice space fillers. So first I got this one, which is Santa and his reindeer, and it's a very like old school vintagey Santa. So the first piece of paper is Santa and his sleigh. The rest of them are all the reindeer. There's so many reindeer here though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 reindeer, that's a lot. And there's no Rudolph either, which is disappointing. But I thought this was just adorable. Had to have it. I love the look of this, and for some reason it makes me excited to have a house one day because I feel like this is gonna go great in my future home. I don't know why it makes me think like that, but it does. And I think this one I'm gonna put out in the hallway actually. I try to decorate a little bit of the hallway for my holiday party and just for like myself and then for the neighbors upstairs and everything, so I think that will be really good for the hallway banister. The second one, I don't know guys, I guess I'm in my cat era this year. I feel like I bought so many cat things. I've never owned a cat before. My family didn't really have pets growing up, and then my parents got a dog after I moved out. Look at how cute she is. Carrying like a little fruitcake with a bow around her neck. They're all the same. There's like 10 of them. I would love to get a pet, but I'm just not home enough. I travel a lot. I don't think it would be fair to the animal. I just fear it's a responsibility that I'm not ready for at this point in my life, but maybe one day soon. Also, this apartment, you're not allowed to have any pets. No cats, no dogs, no anything. So it won't be happening while I'm living here. And the last one I got is this old school vintage Santa carrying a sack. I love his shoes. I love this vibe. This is such a cool like European Santa. And I don't know where I'm gonna put this one. Maybe in the bedroom? I feel like this one matches the bedroom vibe, so maybe it'll go in there. And then the last thing that I bought in Flo was this little ornament. He's like a tiny Santa. It's like tin, so it has the gold edging. And it looks like he's carrying a lunchbox. I don't know why, it just looked like Santa going to school. Like Santa as a young lad, and it made me smile, so I bought it. Continue with the ornaments. I got this one of Santa with the Eiffel Tower at Gallery Lafayette. He's also holding a glass of wine and he has a beret on. I mean, how could I leave this behind? I literally couldn't. And at the Bon Marché Christmas market, I got this tiny Santa. Look at him, he's so short and fat. And I also got this candle because I thought it was so pretty, but I have to tell you guys, it broke. And I don't know how. I carried all my glass ornaments with me in a bag on the airplane because I was worried about them. And then when I went to go unwrap it, there wasn't any glass in the bag. So I was like, maybe it was already broken at the store and I didn't realize, but it's okay. I'm just gonna have it face the other direction and you'll never know. This one has a tag on it that says it's mouth blown and hand painted, made in Poland. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then at Marin Montague, I ended up picking up these 2 canisters. This one has the chair on it, and this one has the little cracker cookie situation. They both have these super cute hearts on top that you can grab and lift it. And I thought these would be perfect in my bathroom to hold cotton swabs and Q-tips and all that stuff. I love getting little canisters like this just to hide things away, and I'm very happy with this purchase. This store, there was so many beautiful things to look at, so much to buy. I was so overwhelmed, and I'm happy with what I got. Next, we did a little bit of shopping at Merci, which I love that store also. It's gigantic. I thought that it was gonna be a small concept store, but it's 3 floors. They have everything you could ever want. Go there and plan to spend a full afternoon because there's just so much to look at, so much to be amazed by, so much inspiration to take in. I got there really late in the day, like an hour before they closed, and I had so much regret because I was rushed through looking at everything. I wanted to go back and do a proper walkthrough, but I just didn't have the time. But I got these striped candles with a specific vision in mind, and we'll see now if the vision matches reality. So this one is like orange and blue, green and red, blue and navy, and this is like yellow and gray. I thought it would be perfect for this candelabra that I got in Sweden over the summer, and we'll see if it actually looks as cool as I thought that it would. I just had different multicolored candles in here before, and it was okay, but I thought this would be a vibe. What do we think? I need to like fix them in place a little bit because they're a little wonky, but I think they'll look really, really cool with my striped Deuce and Deuce placemats after the holiday is over. I do think that they're awesome. The brand is YOD & Co. Yod & Co. Yeah, I like it. This was a good purchase. And then last but not least, for a fun purchase, I picked up this little music box, and it has kind of like a vintage print on it of Santa and some kids. A stocking. Look at this little gal right there. So cute. And when you twist it, it plays Silent Night. And I just thought that was so wonderful. Now I'm about to head into the city because my friend Julia has a pop-up in Soho this weekend. She has a brand called Juls Paints, and she makes really beautiful, colorful art. I have a bunch of her art in my apartment, like the snail and the crocodile in my bedroom, and the sardines that are in my bathroom, just a lot of stuff that I've collected over the years. She's been working on this pop-up for months now. It's just this weekend, but if you're in the city, it's such a great opportunity to buy some holiday gifts or even gifts for yourself. But I figured while we're in Soho, we'll also walk around and just kind of like look at some Christmas decorations and kind of see what's going on. It's very cold in New York, like freezing, so I don't think we'll be doing that much walking around. But she is just the nicest, sweetest person ever, and so is her family. I'm so excited to see them and see all of their hard work come together. So let's head to Soho. She's always just filled with good vibes. Her family is so nice. The store was beautiful, so colorful, so perfect, right in the middle of Soho. I ended up picking up a few things. I got something for myself, and then I got something for a gift also. I ended up grabbing one of her original artworks for myself. This is kind of like her signature thing, these little mice, and I just thought it was so cute. I love the colors. And he's holding like a little Chinese takeout container, and even on the back of the frame, it says Juls Paints, Soho 2025. She usually does pop-ups on the sidewalk, like on the side of the road, and that's kind of when I discovered her. And to see her have an actual store is like so crazy. I also got a mug. This matches this snail art that I have in my bedroom, so I felt like I had to get it. Slow morning. Isn't that just the cutest little mug in the world? One can never have too many mugs, although I am starting to test that. And then I also ended up picking up this print that I'm gonna give as a Christmas gift. It's the same little mouse wearing a robe and little bunny slippers. Isn't this so cute? I love it. I thought it was the perfect little gift. She also ended up giving me a hat, New York Lizzie, and one of her bags. Look how cutesy. Amazing. I just love her whole style. If you're not in New York, she also has a website where she sells a lot of her prints and original artwork. I don't know if she has like the mugs or anything on there, but maybe she will after this. Just so proud of her. It was just such a nice night. Now let's get into the advent calendar because I am feeling so tired tonight. Last night and tonight I just feel exhausted for some reason. We had a whole bunch of new characters to add to our little calendar yesterday. The mouse, snowman, the little baby, the cat, the girl walking the dog, the girl putting the letter in the mailbox, the little boy with the trumpet, the man on the sled, and then the bunny. And today we have number 11. I can't believe it's number 11 already, guys. This is a small one. Oh, it's a duck. It's a duck wearing a hat and a scarf. What more could you ask for? That's so cute. Right here. Let's see, look how cute. And that brings us to the end of day 11. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Friday before my annual holiday party. I have a lot to do. The next few days are going to be very busy, and I really need to start to concentrate because I fear I have not been concentrating that much, and I've just been doing little extra things on the side. But tomorrow, we will be getting things done, getting ready for the party, cleaning everything up, and then Saturday is party time. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for following along. I hope you enjoy this one, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. See you later.